Hello everybody, my name's Jonny Swift and this is the Seahouse podcast. This is the first podcast that I've done with Seahouse Records, so I'm very excited. We're here in Matt's studio and it's a lovely sunny Monday evening, and this is a podcast special focused on another fine fest, and we have Dave here, who's the director of the festival. Hello Dave.
Good evening, thank you for inviting me along.
No problem. How are you today?
Yeah, enjoying the sun. Absolutely amazing day, isn't it?
I think everyone is.
Slightly stressed. It's getting close to the festival, so there's a lot going on. But yeah, feeling good.
I can imagine it's getting stressful. We'll talk about that in a bit. So, through this podcast, we're going to be talking about the festival, what's going on. We're having a stage at the Piel Castle on the festival itself, Saturday 17th of June. So we will be playing tracks by all the artists who are playing our stage, and we're also going to be talking about the wider festival itself, what's going on, and we're going to talk about a bit of background about the festival and see where it goes. So the first track we've got is the only artists on there, which isn't a Seahouse artist yet, but we hopefully will have in the future. They're from Kendal, and it's Baa Chords with Kebab Stains.
I said be open, you just threw blank stares and smiles and the weight of my heart. It's the distance you left, the tar is apart. I could have dropped you a line, it's true. Here's the line, honey, I'm so over you. Could have dropped you a line, it's true. Here's the line, honey, I'm so over you. What's the hurry? Were you just killing time? I asked you to talk, you just poured wine and kebab stains. I didn't care, unlike you, they're still there. I could have dropped you a line, it's true. Here's the line, honey, I'm so over you. Could have dropped you a line, it's true. Here's the line, honey, I'm so over you.
Excellent. That was Kebab Stains by Baa Chords. I love that song. Love to like the cool jazzy chords.
Great track.
Yeah, I mean,
big up Anne Grant.
Yeah, Anne Grant. So she got in touch with me via through the Bags of Love project that I do, and they had that song on one of my albums. So I listened to that quite a lot. It's quite a cool, fun song. So Baa Chords are playing our Seahouse Stage at another fine fest on the Saturday 17th of June. We'll be kicking things off around 5 p.m. and it'll carry on until the late evening. So, Dave,
Yep.
How are we doing?
Yeah, all right.
So, first question really I've got for you is just tell us a bit about yourself and the background about the festival, how it all started.
Right. The festival started crazily 10 years ago next year. I've been wanting to do something of this ilk, like pretty much since I was a teenager. Yes, probably for about 3 decades this has been gestating in my mind. I'm a festival kid, been going to festivals ever since I can remember, and I've been an event organiser for about 20 years, from Ulverston originally, but I had to go to uni and then Manchester to get the whole event thing started. And then it was initially just raves, like you might know. I run a thing called Monster, and it was just that to begin with, just me DJing and whatnot. And then, I guess after about 10, 15 years, and getting slightly older, it wasn't really doing it for me. Like being up till who knows when every single weekend. Didn't quite have the same energy as I used to. Still love that scene, absolutely, but also was getting into comedy, live. I've always been into live music, and I guess the kind of progression from just doing the dance nights, but then getting myself into all of the other threads and bits and pieces that I'm into, I just thought, right, can we not just throw it all together? And Ulverston is like, Ulverston always was where I wanted to do it, even though I was living in Lancaster and Manchester. I really wanted to go back to my hometown and do it there, because it is a cool place. It's a really creative place. There's a lot of amazing musicians, amazing bands that wanted to get involved. Going on a tangent already. You should have reined me in there.
Yeah. No, it's good. I guess it's gone from strength to strength over the years. It's
crazy to see. Like, honestly, I'm astounded. I can't actually believe what it's grown into. Seeing the seas of people on the cobbles every summer, it's mind blowing. Yeah. So compared to how it first started, then how relatively bigger is it? How small was it when it first started? I mean, at first it was just like essentially one outdoor stage outside the museum, and I think we had probably about 5 or 6 of the partner venues that we still have now. And now we're on, I think it's 9 partner venues, 3 outdoor stages, at the Laurel and Hardy Museum, which is the home for all of the Edinburgh Fringe comedy shows that we have, and probably about maybe 30 live artists, street theatre shows. I mean, it literally is a bit of everything. But that first year, and for the following few years, it was pretty small, but yeah, it's just exploded in the last few years. It's unreal, really. Yeah, I mean, I've been going to them for quite a while, both as a performer in my last band and as a solo artist. Last few years, mainly down at Amigos with the guys from Bums, but we were just talking before this podcast about the general vibe of the festival, and for me, I mean, without sounding cliche, that's what it's all about. Every year I've gone, I've just got a really good vibe from going around, seeing people from all walks of life. Everyone's there to have a good time. There's never any trouble. Last few years, the weather's been great as well, hasn't it? We've been lucky on that front, so let's hope for the same again there. But yeah, like the vibe, we do try and offer as wide a variety of things as possible, So it's not just music. It is art. It is comedy. It is street theatre, it is magic, it's circus skills, it's a bit of everything, because, we want to try and touch as many people as possible. We try to bring as many people together as possible, and get people involved as well. It's not just the festival being done to people, we want people to be a part of it as much as possible, which is why we do loads of workshops as well, which we invite literally everybody of all ages to come along and get involved. So yeah, I think that all adds to the atmosphere, because people feel like it's their festival. It is their festival, Crowdfunding is one of the ways that we make this thing happen, and we literally wouldn't exist if it wasn't for the people that come and contribute. Yeah, fantastic. If you want to contribute, I guess the link's still available. We can post it along with this podcast. Excellent. We're going to hear another song now by a really great band who met at Ulverston High School, actually. They're based here, there and everywhere, but they're all at uni at the moment. They're called Fizzy Milk, and this is one of their songs called Early Night. Take it away.
People passing me by, walking, talking, passing, just passing me by. Been a week since I had a full night's sleep. Nah, ain't that deep, just sleeping early night.
That was a tune.
That was Fizzy Milk with Early Night. Yes, it is a tune. It's from their Yesterday's Jam EP, which came out a couple of years ago now, I think. I'm a big fan of their EP. You can obviously find it online if you haven't heard it already. I'm a big fan of this band. I've put them on a few gigs before, and they played my Bags of Love stage at Coast Roads last year, and they absolutely ripped it up big time. So yeah, you can catch them at the Piel Castle on another fine fest. And yeah, that's Fizzy Milk Early Night. So on to the next question, Dave. So tell me, what do you have going on at this year's festival?
What do we have going on? Yeah, we're throwing the kitchen sink at it, I think, and there's a lot going on. I believe there's a very good stage at the Piel. Seahouse Records. Definitely go and check that one out.
Definitely.
Yeah, let's have a look. Got the programme right in front of me, so I don't forget what we're even doing. We've got the two outdoor stages. The one called the Melodrome. That's some friends of mine from Morecambe. They've got a beautifully painted stage that you may have seen, and they set up their stall at the Memorial right in the middle of town.
Yeah, it's fantastic, that stage.
It looks really impressive there. Yeah. And it is a proper mixed bag of stuff there, like literally everything you can imagine, from DJs to drum bands. We've got, local legends just from down the road, Aim and Nico. Yeah. They'll be on an evening.
Everyone's heard of them, haven't they?
I think a few of you might have heard of them. We've got a duo from Carnforth. It's two young sisters. They're only like 11 and 14. Saw them at Lancaster Music Festival, and they absolutely ripped the place to shreds. They were even on, what's it called, The Voice.
Yeah.
They do like reggae and hip-hop and awesome. Amazing young rappers. So that'll be cool. We've got some street theatre. They're called Bread and Butter Theatre Company. It's Gaz Gifford, another local legend. He'll be doing the rounds, doing his all kinds of mad characters. Something I did want to talk about, actually, is we're doing a bit of a parade and a performance all entwined. Going back to what I was saying before about getting the community together and getting them involved with what we do. So we're trying to shine a light on groups in the area that are offering like help and hope, and we're shining a light on the good work that they do. And so we're doing some workshops with like Mind and Ulverston Food Project, and we're doing some stuff with schools, which basically it's all going to lead into like a parade and a performance, as I say, where literally everybody's invited. And so that's on at 2:00 in the middle of town. What else have we got? Oh yeah, and going back to what I was saying before about Monster, that's how we're going to finish the stage. Little bit of a rave up at 9:30. A few of us DJing. There'll be a bit of a guest vocalist, a few guest vocalists actually on that set, singing some dance classics. We might do a little bit with some performers and some crazy lighting and whatnot. Won't go too far into that, so we'll leave a few surprises for the night. But yeah, a bit of everything really. We've got some great artists again painting on like frameworks that we'll knock up around town, and probably about 25 shops. I'll have the windows painted, and just a bit of everything.
The usual. Sounds absolutely fantastic. We've got lined up. I'm actually gutted I can't make it this year after all this time.
Can't believe it.
Yes, I've had a pre-booked family holiday booked for ages, so I'm absolutely devastated I'm going to miss it, but I'm still here to kind of help and contribute, hopefully. You've got loads of good food stalls every year, which I love.
So it's so I was saying, like, I do go to a lot of festivals myself, and so everywhere I go, it's kind of, I guess it's like a bit of a busman's holiday. It's like, going there to enjoy the festival, but I'm also going there to try and find really cool stuff to bring to the festival, whether it's music or the art. And traders, so any like interesting food stalls that we've seen around, we'll try and get them involved. And every single cuisine, every single country's food, we try and get them board. So what have we got so far? We've definitely got Jamaican yardies. Amazing.
Well, I was just going to say that. Last year's festival, me and Alison, we went to the Caribbean stall. We love Caribbean food.
Tasty stuff. Yeah. We've got Chinese, Thai. We think we've got Spanish covered. Yeah, every cuisine you can imagine, basically.
Excellent.
But what I will say is, if you come into Ulverston, don't just check out those stalls. Check out our independent shops and takeaways and everything that we have, because there's some amazing shops. And they need support. We're in a bit of a mad time economically, and one of the many reasons for doing this event is so we can generate a bit of trade for our local businesses as well, because they need the support. It's great to see town absolutely buzzing and the atmosphere that's created, but it's also brilliant to hear when a shop tells you or a pub tells you that they've done well that weekend, and it's helped them out on that front. So yeah, make sure you check out our local independent stores when you come through. Yeah,
it's like you said, it's about promoting the area as
Absolutely.
well, isn't it? Promoting the community. It's just all good. Excellent. We're going to hear another track now. A band called Prater Monks with a song called Middle Rage. That was the sound of Prater Monks with Middle Rage 2.4. Prater Monks are obviously one of our Seahouse artists, and that's one of my favourite songs by them. They're really great live. They do this cool thing where they blend the songs in to each other, so they don't stop and then to say thanks, or just carry on like the Nightingales, if you've ever seen them, what they do. But yeah, check them out. They got the stuff out online. So a couple of questions, Dave. What are your favourite memories from over the years?
Oh my God, where to even begin?
Too many.
There's just been so many. Okay, looking back to last year, my Mrs. Remmer, she put together a bit of a community-driven performance under the Mycelium Thinking banner, where she invited people to come and submit a few words and recite them. We had like live drumming. This was on a mellodrome. We had live drumming. Like her entire family was on there, even a mum. Just really nice to see the community on stage, people who'd never set foot on a stage before and doing the thing. And then she ended up doing like this 20-minute performance poetry rap style thing, just blowing people's minds. That
Amazing.
was cool. Breaking world records, you know, like we've even broken 2 world records. So, 1,000 odd people on Ford Park.
Was that a custard pie thing?
World's biggest shaving foam pie fight. And we also tried to break another one, which was the biggest gathering of people in odd socks, doing like musical chairs in conical party hats, all just ridiculous stuff. What else? Seeing Bad Transmission, homegrown music, like Ulverston's Bad Transmission absolutely rocked the stage last year. Sea of Eds right from front to back down the cobbles. Another one actually. We have a thing called the Tuneless Choir, which the Mellodrome crew put together, and the description is: have you ever felt the euphoria of performing in front of hundreds of or even thousands of people? Can you sing? If the answer is no, then you are exactly who we are looking for. Again, it's just getting everybody involved. People who wouldn't usually even expect to be able to come and do something on stage, and just getting them up there and getting them as part of the event. And I think the song was It Must Be Love that everybody sang. There was about 60, 70 people stood outside the museum. I think the last comedy show of the day had just finished, and about 100 people came out of the museum, and it was as if they were being serenaded by 70, 80 people on the street with It Must Be Love, and it was a beautiful moment.
Wow. Bet there's some great things that have happened over the years.
Loads.
Amazing. Next question. I mean, every time I've been, it's just been so I'm overwhelmed with how busy it is. I had to get the train up last year. I was playing with my band, playing solo with my band down at Amigos, and I got on the train at Dalton. I had my amp, my guitar, and my bag full of leads and microphones and what have you. And I was like on the train, just squashed like sardines, and it is just always dead busy. Everywhere you go, the streets are always busy, and it's a great thing. So why do you think it's always busy? I
mean, it wasn't always that way. I mean, the first couple of years we did have quite a few people, but nowhere near as many as now. I guess it's because we bring in so many people, with the partner venues, and everybody's sort of promoting their own thing, and then it becomes part of the whole. Personally as well, I'm like, my background is events, and I'm a promoter and event organizer, so I do kind of go pretty crazy with the promo. You might have seen the programs that are out now. We've got 20,000 of them that we'll distribute all across Cumbria and beyond, and it's about getting it to festival heads as well, and music lovers, so if, for example, this weekend somebody's going to an event, I'll send them off with a couple of bundles of the programmes. And, we've had people come from all over. I think you were saying before about some people from Hollyoaks turning up.
Yeah, we've stood outside. I was with talking to Chris Garrett last year outside the Coral, and one of the actresses from Hollyoaks walked past. My girlfriend's a big fan of Hollyoaks, and saw this actress, was like, Alison, come over. So we stopped this actress, and we had a chat with her, and we got a selfie, and she was just saying what an amazing time she had at the festival.
Crazy.
And and I had a couple of mates from Lancaster who came through last year as well, and they loved it.
I think the furthest somebody's come was Ireland. We definitely have people coming down from Scotland and up from London, and that's just it's mind blowing to me that's what it's come to, and the atmosphere is just it's always been really warm and friendly and welcoming, and I think that's because it is family friendly. There's something for everybody of all ages. The evening maybe not quite as family friendly, but still, everybody is just. Thus far in these first 10 years, everybody's just been so sound. We've been lucky that way. And the atmosphere that we create in the daytime with the families carries on into the evening. So even though it might be a bit of an older crowd at night, it's still a nice vibe,
You can have a drink without having a fight.
Yeah, which is a very good thing.
Yeah. Excellent stuff. So we're going to hear another track now from Jamie Bosanko, who's obviously another one of our artists. He's playing on the day. I think with his band, is that right, Matt? He's playing with his band. He sometimes plays solo, sometimes plays with his band, who are excellent. I saw him at Bums the other week, and they were just superb. Yeah, really put the songs across really well. So this is Jamie Bosanko with What's the Middle Eight?
Again to play you that song. Perfect refrain, the melody's all
a lovely chilled song by our own Jamie Bosanko there with What's the Middle 8. He's playing with his full band on the day of Another Fine Fest. So it's a lot of stress for you, I imagine.
It can be, yeah. So it's a lot of hours, a lot of sleepless nights. The next few weeks is going to be interesting, but
next question is, why do you do it to yourself? What are your motivations?
Honestly, like seeing everybody come together like that and fill the streets and just see a sea of people like with smiles on their faces. Like how can you beat that? It's just amazing, you know. Seeing so much creativity on our streets and in all the pubs. It feels really special. It's a special thing. Makes
it all worth it.
Yeah.
On that Monday or the Sunday or whenever. Because you do have stuff on the Sunday as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Not just the Saturday.
It used to be that, you know, you could sort of like fall into a heap at the end of the Saturday and maybe have a couple of drinks and go, oh, wow, that was amazing. But it's like, no, get to bed and do it all over again on the Sunday. And then on the Sunday night, that's when I'll kind of die a bit of a death and look back and go, wow, hopefully. Yeah. and then toddle off to Glastonbury on the Monday or Tuesday and hopefully find some great stuff to book for the following year.
Amazing. So next track we're going to hear is Insula with The Prize. I'm a big fan of this song and it's a great one to hear live. So here it is. Insula with The Prize. What do you reckon of that?
I tell you what, the tunes you've been playing tonight have been belting. Brilliant.
That's good answer. We paid him to say that. No, Insula, the great band live, and their whole set's just like real high energy punk kind of stuff. So check them out. So obviously at Seahouse Records here, we're all about promoting and showcasing original music from the local area. We've got a few acts from out of town, like Manchester and Liverpool and stuff, but majority of stuff we're trying to do is try to promote big emphasis on local talent. And that kind of links in what you're doing, Dave, with Another Fine Fest.
Yeah.
about involving the community and showcasing local talent. So next question really relating to involving local artists and performers. Why do you think that's important? How important is it for you?
It's ultimately important, I mean, why wouldn't you promote what's on your doorstep? There's just so many great acts around here that you'd be silly not to put them on. And, we're lucky to have this opportunity to put a band on from Ulverston, Barrow, Dalton, all of this local area, and shove them on a stage in front of what literally could be hundreds or thousands of people. It gets really busy. And seeing them alongside more well-known touring acts from the scene, it's a real buzz to see it all just mixed up, and there's no separation between local and national, international or whatever. It's just like, bang them all on together. It's brilliant. It's just brilliant to see such amazing local talent be a part of it.
Yeah, there is, there is loads. It sounds cliche again, but there is loads and loads of talented people doing really creative and interesting things in the local community, in the local area, and it's great to see, and kind of makes you proud to live here. Really
does.
Ultimately, next track we're going to hear is Emker Cel with "Death of Dreams." Emker Cel, Death of Dreams. I love that tune. It's a really cool vibe.
Brilliant track.
Our own Emker Cel here. He's got an awesome video for that one, done by created by Black Hole Chips, who's a mutual friend of ours, lives in Portsmouth actually, but a really good animation type video for that track. So yeah, Matt is going to be playing at the Piel on the Another Fine Fest, and his setup will be a bit of a laptop with background stuff with a live bass like he did at Bums the other week, which came across really well. So we're coming to the end of the show. We've got one more song and one last question for Dave. So we've talked about a lot about what's happened in the past and what's happening this year. Any future plans for the festival, or just kind of keep it steady as it is?
I mean, we'll keep going for as long as people want us, you know. I hope that people keep buzzing off it and still want us to keep the festival going, and we'll go for as long as our bodies allow. But yeah, just I'd like to just mention a couple of things with regards to this year, if that's possible. Bring your coins with you on the weekend. It is a free festival, obviously, and we thank each and every person that's like donated to our crowdfunder and the businesses that have sponsored us and put adverts in the programme. We literally could not do this without you, and we are immensely grateful for all of the support. But on the weekend, we're collecting for two amazing local organisations that you'll probably be aware of, St Mary's Hospice and Ulverston Food Project. So yeah, bring your quids. We'll have the QR codes as well, so we'll better get your money that way. But yeah, just come along with your friendliness, your dancing pants on,
your positivity,
and have a good dance and enjoy the show.
Excellent. And we've got loads. You've got loads of newspapers printed.
We do. Grab one of these Fine Fest newspapers. The event programme, they're free too. We've got 20,000 of them at the Laurel and Hardy Museum. Can grab them any day of the week between 10:30 and 4:30. And if you could help us distribute them wherever, events, door to door, outlets, venues, wherever that'll take them, basically, we'd be massively appreciative if you could help us get the word out. And yeah, plan your weekend. Make sure you check out everything that's going on, because there's about maybe 150, I think, acts and artists and whatnot going on all across town. Don't just stick in the centre of town in front of the Melodrome. Make your way into all of the partner venues, you know, the other outdoor stages that we've got outside the museum, and the solar stage outside Lloyd's. Yeah, just check it all out and enjoy.
Excellent. So the weekend of 17th of June, get yourselves up to Ulverston. It's the highlight of the local calendar for around here in regards to creative arts and music. So get yourselves there. It's going to be an absolutely amazing weekend, as usual. Thank you very much, Dave, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
It's been fantastic chatting to you and finding out more about the festival. And thank you all for listening to this Seahouse Records podcast. I've been Jonny Swift. Thank you to Emker Cel, who's been editing this. The last song you'll hear is Mark Docherty with Pay My Debt, a really cool tune, and he's going to be playing with his band at the Piel Castle. We're going to be kicking things off about 5 p.m, so get yourselves down there. If you've enjoyed what you've listened to here, check out more music by our artists on their social media pages and the usual Spotify links and what have you. Thanks for listening.